May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're going to take a look at the euro. All right, the euro. Now, when you trade the euro on the spot, you are trading against the US dollar. All right, so you are looking at euro USD. Do you understand? I hope so. All right. For those that trade with FX brokers, all right. I like the futures a little bit better because the Chicago Mercantile Exchange is the one that sets the price, and it's the same price for everybody, as opposed to the FX brokers that give you different prices, different spreads, different slippage situations, and things that are slanted more towards the FX brokers. But I digress. All right, now we are looking at the monthly. All right, what I want you to notice in this is you see the high that was made here on in July of 2023. All right, we never went past that high. What you tend to notice is after we made that high, we made a low, a fail, a fail swing, a swing fail, if you will. All right, we never got past that high again, and then we go even lower. All right. Do I think that price is gonna just shoot up here and sweep all these highs? I don't. I think the likelihood of that happening is pretty small. And I also want you to do what I want you to do is step back. All right, and see the reality. All right, we've been bearish in this market since 2008. All right, what I'm talking about is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This isn't lower, but that is a lower high with a lower low, and it goes lower. All right, we try to come up. Hey, man, no, we never got past this high, so we remain bearish, and it goes bearish. All right, breaking more structure to the downside, and then what? And then what happened? Lower high, lower low, and here we are today. Lower high. And what did I just go over? We haven't made any more, we haven't gone any higher. All right. As long as we are below that low, we are bearish. Okay. Even if it comes all the way up here, we are still bearish on the monthly time frame until it breaks that high. As soon as it breaks this low, well, it confirms that we are bearish, right? And that all that is to say, what is the next likely swing point? Is it going to be a swing high or a swing low? The likelihood is this low is in trouble, just like this one was. Break a structure, bearish. We dibble dabble a little bit, don't go any higher, and then we get this strong push to the downside. Yeah, this low, the days are numbered, and we are heading towards parity at 1.0000. We're heading towards parity. That's from me to you. All right. Now, what are the institutional players saying? They are adding. They added last Friday. Reported that on the previous Tuesday of last week, the non-commercials, the institutional players, were adding to their short positions. 196. They are majority short, and they added a lot of short positions, and you can see that in this candle from last week. All right, and they cut some long positions. Probably a good thing. All right. Now let's go to the weekly. Weekly shows that we have a breakaway gap here on the uh, 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 after we broke structure here. you can see that price closed well below the previous weekly candle and then produced last week another strong close below the previous weekly candle. All right, just using next candle theory, we're supposed to expect a another uh, another candle that'll take that low, whether it's a wick below or a trade through. That's a whole different matter. But that's just candle theory. Now, what happens is after every swing low is taken, I'm expecting the pullback. We are overdue. We are overextended, in my opinion. All right. I think that this low, which was the last low that led to this high, all right, it's going to be it's going to get its test. Sorry, it's going to get its test, and we are at that testing place right now. Right here is where I would consider the change of in the state of delivery, where price dropped down, took a liquidity, and then you see price pushing hard past, upward and away from it, never to come back to that area. But we are here now to test it. I think the days are numbered for this low, like I said, and I don't know how we're going to get there. This weekly low here, I mean this weekly fair value gap, is it the kind of fair value gap that price will come back and use to get lower on? That's hard to say, because with breakaway gaps where it closes so strongly below the low of the previous candle range, uh, when price comes back to these, it usually passes through, more oftentimes than not. But what is strengthening this one is the intersection of this swing low here. All right, that was an important swing low that's cutting right through that uh, that fair value gap. So I do think that if price open this next weekly candle, if it's a open low high close like so, all right, without touching that, i think I think we have a chance where price could use it as a reason to seek lower prices. I do. I'm looking for just a small bodied candle that leaves a a fair value gap here. Not that they're going to use that fair value gap to go lower, no, but I want to see daylight between this fair value gap and uh, when price moves away and comes back to it. I want to see daylight. Oftentimes, when you do see daylight, there is uh, a decent pullback, and then we can come back. We can use that to springboard to you know the, the intent of price. All right. Right now, it looks very intentional. We're looking for lower prices, but we got to find what will price use in that bearish leg to seek lower prices. Now, here, this is where the weekly is established, but you see that we have a bearish daily. On the daily, we have a bearish daily fair value gap here. It's very small, very thin, but I like to see it. I want to see a reaction to it, and then a push higher, then come back down. I want to see a ABC correction here, and I want to see price. Um, no, actually, a 1 2 3. I want to see a 1 2 3, like so. Boom, boom. Right. If we get that 1 2 3, uh, maybe, maybe if we get the three, no, that's not what I want. I just want to see this. I want to see that price come up here. I want to see this act as this fair value gap act as a as a speed bump. All right, push down and then up. I want to see some fair value gaps develop along the way as it pushes up. And if I can see that, I'm thinking that we have a nice proper push retracement, and then we can move down. All right, I want to check something with my Fibonacci retracement tool right here. And what I want to see, you see this leg of structure here. All right, this is the dealing range that we have right now from the top to the bottom. And let me get to the, there you go. Let's see. If price pulls back to that daily, that's right at the 618 golden ratio. If it respects this range, if price respects this range, we could see price give a decent reaction to that bearish fair value gap. And I will look, I'll watch for that reaction. And if we get a break of structure going the other way, then I will look for sells. But this is a higher probability sell, in my opinion. All right, this will be higher, uh, a higher probability trade with this range, with this bearish leg. The 50%, the equilibrium of the range, is cutting right through the middle of that fair value gap. If price pushes up in here, as soon as it takes this high, that's when I will start to look for my bearish setups. All right, so that's where we're at. If I can do this here, this is where I think the highest probability is. All right, but I will also look right, yeah. Oh, when price does come back here, I'm looking for a I'm looking for a a setup. I will, if I see a strong setup that is going counter trend, you have to be careful with counter trend trades. But if I see a strong setup where I think the pullback may start, I would because of the margin of profit, I will be attracted to taking that. But uh, staying patient and not risking much, and waiting for price to come up here, that would be the better shot, in my opinion. All right, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the boost, and subscribe to the channel so you can catch my updates. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.